Hi, kindergartners. It's Miss Kelly. Welcome to your social studies activity. Today we are talking about wants and needs. In español, quiere y necesita. Wants and needs. I want to ask you, do you know the difference between something you want and something you need? What's the difference between them? Let's find out. Our learning target today is we can explain the difference between wants and needs. We're going to read a book about wants and needs. We all need things to live. We also want things that would make us happy. Needs are things that all people need in order to live. There are 5 main things that you need. People need air. Air is all around us. It is what we need to breathe in order to live. People need food. We need healthy foods to keep our bodies going. Fruits, vegetables, and other healthy foods are things that we need. So in this picture, it looks like a grilled cheese sandwich, an apple, some cereal, some chicken. Those are all some healthy foods you could eat that are good for your body. People need water. Water keeps our bodies hydrated. That means that we've got lots of water in us when we are hydrated. We need to drink water every day. People need clothes. Clothes keep our bodies protected and warm. People need shelter. Shelter is a place to live in. Shelter keeps us safe and warm. So your house could be a shelter. And remember, we've already talked about all the different kinds of houses that people live in. Those are all shelters. Air, food, water, clothes, and shelter. These are the things that we need to live. Air, food, water, clothes, shelter. Those are the 5 things. Wants are things that we need, or things that we don't need, but we would like to have. Like this little boy's scooter. He doesn't need that scooter to live, but he wants it. Fun toys and electronics are wants. We don't need them in order to live. Bikes and cars are wants. We don't need them in order to live, but they sure would make our lives easier. Can you name some other things that are wants? What are some things that you want, but it isn't a need? You don't need it to live, but you want it. Well, Miss Kelly wants a new TV, but that's not a need. That's just something that I want. We all need things to live. We also want things that would make us happy. Knowing the difference between wants and needs will help you appreciate all that you have. All right, so I have an activity for us to do, and I need your help. We have to figure out what is a want, want, and what is a need, need. This says wants and needs. All right, so let's look at these pictures. Do you think that air is a want or a need? Do we need to have air or do we want air? That was one of the 5 things that we needed. We need air to breathe. So let's move this picture over by the needs. All right, what about a playground? A playground is somewhere where you go and play. Do you think that that's a want or a need? Miss Kelly thinks that it's a want because we could live without a playground, but we want to play at a playground. So let's move it to our wants. Wants. All right, what about water? Water. Do you think we need or want water? Sometimes both. Sometimes Miss Kelly needs water and I want it. But we do need it to live. So let's move it over to our needs. So we know that we need air and water. What about a cupcake? Do you think a cupcake is a need, necesita, or a want, quiere? I think that it's a want because we don't need a cupcake. And it is food, but is it healthy food? No, it's not healthy food. It's a treat. Treats most of the time are not healthy foods. They're just something special that we can have after we eat our healthy food. Okay, what about pencils? Do you think we want or need pencils? Well, we can live without it. And you might be thinking, well, I need a pencil to do my schoolwork, right? And that's true. We do need a pencil to do our schoolwork, but we would be fine without it. We wouldn't get sick or we wouldn't get cold. We would still be okay without pencils. So we're going to put them in a want. What about a home or a house? Is that a want or a need? I think it's a need because we need a shelter to live in, right? So they talked about shelters in the book. A home is a shelter. So that's a need. What about a bike? Do you want or need a bike? Yeah, I think it's a want because we don't need it. And they do make our lives easier. Some people ride their bikes to work. Some people ride their bikes to the park. And it is something that makes our life easier, but we would be okay without it. So that's a want. What about shoes? Do we want or need shoes? We need them. Needs are like clothing and shoes are clothing. So let's move it over to the needs. We'll scoot it over a little bit. All right. Let's go over the things that we need again. Shoes, air, water, and a shelter or a house. Some of the things we want are a bike, a playground, a cupcake, or pencils. All right, my friends, let's see if we got our learning target today. Did we explain the difference between wants and needs? We sure did. We said that a want is something that we want that makes us happier, and then a need is something that we need in order to live, right? All right, my friends. You guys are going to go over to your menu now, and there is a worksheet for you to do right under this video. There's a worksheet for you to practice doing your own wants and needs where you get to cut out the activities. All right? All right. Bye, friends.